Rory, what do you remember about last year's final hole? I don't know if you saw it live or if you were flying at the time, or what are your thoughts about that putt?
Yeah, I was on my way to the golf. I was on my way from the golf course to the airport, and I listened to it on the radio. So I heard the call on the radio, which was like full disclosure. I was hoping Tommy would get his first PGA Tour win, but Nick had other plans. But yeah, just absolutely incredible. The fact that a Canadian hadn't won this National Open in 60-something years. And the way that Nick did it, that putt at the end, the scene, like just all of it, the celebrations, Adam Hadwin getting absolutely smoked by the security guard, like just all of it was incredible. And this tournament deserved it, in all honesty. It deserved a finish like that because of not just what had happened at the start of the week last year, but also what had happened the year previous as well. It deserved a finish like that, and even though Tommy didn't win, I was so glad that it did end the way it did. First and foremost, I love playing here. I love playing in Canada. I love playing in front of the fans. I also think to support RBC and what they've done for the PGA Tour and the game of golf, and I think that's a really important part of it as well. RBC title sponsor 2 events, one signature event, one National Open. So they're a really important part of the tour in terms of from the sponsorship side, but also from trying to grow the game in Canada and support players on the tour, but also support amateur golf here as well. So I think that's an important piece to it too.
You talked about the crowds here. How does the Canadian fan experience and support for you compare to other stops on the PGA Tour?
Yeah, full disclosure here, and this isn't probably a good thing to say in Canada, but I've never been to a hockey game. But I'd imagine that's sort of what it feels like. It feels like you're playing in that sort of hockey environment, especially with the rink hole. So, yeah, it's just more of a, I don't know, I'm very, very fortunate that I feel like I get good support most places that we go to play, but it just, for whatever reason, it's just a little bit extra here in Canada.